We're doing a bonus stream today because we got a ton of shit in this trophy room that we haven't looked at in a long time. And there's some real shit that people have posted. There's some real shit, and then there's some real shit. That's how the trophy room usually is. But that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go down through, we're gonna check these out. Incredible max block diadem right here. Brimstone Veil, 222 open socket. It's got 2799 jewels in it. There's 38 dexterity on this. This is phenomenal for a max block necro. This would at best, in my opinion, be a stash item, but I'm gonna give this one right here a solid 8 out of 10. Oh, look at this. This is the buoy comparison right here. Looks almost identical to mine. Had to do a double take there for a second. Okay, this is dope. Buoy has a very similar one here. It's got also 7% FHR and 9 dexterity jewels in there. Possibly one has some replenish life on it. 1 out of 10 cuz buoy. What are we doing with this? You know, what build is so happy this amulet dropped? Like, if you're a gold find barb, you probably want gold find on there. If this had gold find, I think this would be a solid amulet. I mean, it's not bad. I'm gonna give it a solid 1 out of 10. Solid 1 out of 10. I mean, I would keep it, but I'd probably keep a lot of the 1 out of 10s, not gonna lie. All right, we got something from Dazer. This is a really solid one right here. These are looks like some runic talons that he's put a Zod rune in. These are extremely good for a ghost. Fool's Mod, Cruel with 40% base IAS. It's got min and max damage and some natural AR on it. Dude, 9 out of 10. This is a basic 220 as far as I'm concerned. Nothing on this. Nothing. Plain. Look at this. Look at all these thumbs down. There is at least 11 people that agree. You're so lucky I'm in a good mood today. That would get shit canned. But it does feel good to craft a 220 though, to be fair. It does feel good. What the fuck is this? All right, this one right here. A crafted ring with 10 cast, 21 strength, 50 life, 11 all res. Solid. Solid. Would love to see some AR on here, but actually, you know what? Doesn't even need it. This is a solid FPK ring for a caster. Mana would be insane on this. Gonna say a solid 6 to 7 out of 10. This is definitely a trophy. I mean, if not just for if not more for the jewels that are in this, right? There's 340-15 jewels in this Jeweler's TR of speed. Jeweler's TRs of speed, right? 30 faster run walk, 3 open sockets. Although they're really cool, I would say alone they're a 1 out of 10 trophy. Everybody and their mother who's gambling circlets these days finds one of those. They just seem far more common now than they ever were, but they're still a decent price. They still fetch a decent price on JSP or in the trading community. It's not bad. This is more of a trophy for the matching 40-15 jewels that are in this, which look dope as shit. Ayot has put 2 shales in this right here for 40% faster hit recovery. This is a solid helm. This is going to meet just about all of the breakpoints plus some that you need in LLD. This is really cool. I'm going to say a solid 5 out of 10 trophy right here. This is nuts. If this had mana on it right here, this would be out of this world good. This might actually be an 8 out of 10 trophy. I'm going to see if I can blow this up a little bit. This is an 8 out of 10 trophy. You want a LLD fire Sorc, Amy? Right here, boys. This, aim for this. Oh, even more. Look at this. He's posting his entire fire Sorc here. I would say because it's missing either 2 sockets and mastery. Final answer, 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. It's a really good orb, though. It's really good. Again, boys, it's a 4 out of 10 trophy, not a 4 out of 10 item. Okay, and as we say this, there's another one. There's another one. This one does have Fire Mastery on it. Another LLD orb here. It does have Fire Mastery on it, and only +2 to Fireball, but look at this, man. It's got some nasty mana on it. I would assume the jewel here is 5 strength, 7 dex. Maybe cold res, maybe a little bit of mana in there too, I would imagine. I would imagine that's probably what he probably used on a jewel, you know, for an item like this. This is really good. I'm gonna say this is probably a 5 or a 6 out of 10 trophy right here, because it does have the mastery, albeit a slightly low roll on the fireball. This is still far better than Spirit, right? Damage wise, this is almost leagues. This is leagues better than Spirit. A very good lineup of LLD Fire Sorc items from AOT. That was a solid show right there. This one right here is a solid 5-point ring right here. One could make an argument for like 5.5 point ring. It is definitely a trophy. I'm gonna have to say 4 out of 10. These need to be 6 pointers to even be up in the 8s and 9s, boys. This is a 5 NATO with Cyclone armor, 39 base life, and 2 open sockets. Solid. This is like a solid 8 out of 10 right here. This is a solid 8 out of 10. Of course, you know, yeah, you could have Hurricane. Yeah, you could have had Volcano. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. That's true. 5 out of 10. Oh my God. Hold on. Shit, bros. How the f does this have 7 thumbs downs? These might actually be the best gold find boots ever found. Bros, this is a perfect roll on gold find and cold fire lightning res here with faster run walk. Are you kidding me? How does this have 7 thumbs downs? I'm gonna give these a thumbs down, so maybe he'll sell them for cheap and he'll trade them to me for like an ist or something. But in reality though, 8 out of 10 trophy. Sorrel's got the best FPK white base so far. Yeah, he actually might be right. This is a 10K base, boys. If you want to know what white items, this could be a whole nother video, dude. Like what white items sell for absolute shit tons of forum gold? This is probably a 10K wand, maybe more. Just to put it in perspective, 3 to Bone Spirit and 3 to Bone Spear, as of like not even a month ago, was fetching 7K forum gold. That's quite a bit. And to have lower res on there, shoot that right through the roof, man. That's like icing on the cake for this. Probably one of the best white bases so far. Yeah, for sure. For sure, hands down, 10K. Oh, look at this. We got a Fisher helm. Maybe this will be better in the patch, right? Maybe this will be better in the patch. If this was LLD, like 2 to LE skills, LLD, I think it would be great. I might regret this if Fisher becomes actual good in the patch. I'm deleting Shirley Serious's. Boom! Bye, Shirley. This is a post from Maddie right here. If this item wasn't so easily obtainable, look at this. Hold on. Look at this stupid look on this guy's face. He got this guy good. Got him good. Like, look at that stupid look. What an absolute ownage on stream. For the ownage alone, 10 out of 10. For the ears, they're way too easy to find. Am I saying what I think I'm saying? From Sully? It's not the correct base, but in 20 years of playing, I've never found anything close to this. What's not correct about this base? Am I missing something? It's like Greater Talons and Runic Talons are equally as fast, right? They could have been Greater Talons for the lower requirements because they don't have any added damage. They have like the fire damage, you know, but I mean, tomato, potato, right? It's got +5 fade and +5 lightning sentry with a base 40% IAS and 2 open sockets. With potential Blade Fury being a thing in the patch, this might actually be some 9 out of 10 shit right here. I hate to say it. These might be 9 out of 10 Sin Claws. This is the best item we've seen so far. Best item, hands down. All right, CJ got himself a submission up in here. Okay. This might actually be the best Zon helm ever found. Dude, this is a 10 out of 10 trophy. If you got this for like any less than 20K forum gold, you stole it. Oh, look at this. Dude, we were just talking about this. We were just theorizing this jewel in a recent video. Like, theoretically, there's jewels out there like this. Well, here we go. Here we go. This is like nearly a perfect jewel right here. This is a solid 9 out of 10 trophy. I didn't actually think that a jewel like that would have dropped. I should have checked the trophy room for that video. Should have known Sorrel would be posting such savage stuff. All right. Yeah, this is the best gold find barbarian necklace I've seen. I actually haven't seen any better than this. Actually none. It's really good that it has cast on there too. It's very underrated on a gold find bar because a lot of times you're using tele charges. So like all of the faster casts that you can possibly muster up is helpful. It makes your runs a little faster. This is really good. This is really good. You got the 2 to barb skills, 10 casts, almost perfect gold find and base res. Yeah, so good. All right, what is this, boys? What have we got here? This is a 6 bow helm. Okay, and it's got 94 base life with 2 open sockets. I would say this is a trophy. It also has nat res. So none of these other skills matter. Maybe shout. Actually, shout does. Shout matters because it actually is a war cry. But this is a really good helm because of this. Like, people find these. I would highly suggest if you find one of these, just keep it. Like, you could sell a base, like a very plain one, for like 1,000 forum gold. Like, they're not bad. But like when you find a 6 bow helm, you're just gonna be cube bowing with that in the Bloodmore. So if you don't duel, sell it to someone who does. But like, this is the type of item that most people find one and they just keep it for that reason. Or if they don't duel, they sell it. But if you're gonna have one, this is one to have right here. It's got 94 base life. Like, this, none of this matters because you end up taking it off anyway. Like, you're just using it to cube bow. But this is all style points right here. This is a trophy find. Like, if you're gonna find one and it has shout and 94 base life on it, and you take it to Larzuk and get 2 sockets, that's like 9 out of 10 trophy. You actually won't find many better 6 bow helms than this. This might actually, I would guess, probably be the best bow helm on Battle.net right now. Oh, boys. He re-rolled this. Dude, this was, who did this? This was Sojing Tang. He re-rolled this in the cube. He got a Diablo small charm and re-rolled it. Props to that. Props for just that. Re-rolling a Diablo. Like, who re-rolls Diablo small charms? Everybody re-rolls like Bale GCs, Diablo GCs, Neolithog GCs. Nobody re-rolls the small charms. But fun fact, the only way that you can find these 451 poison small charms is exactly from those characters. Just like with a 45 lifer, it has to come from one of those 3 characters. It has to be a high level on the small charm. So to re-roll this and to get literally the only thing that you're rolling for, I actually don't think there's anything else that can't roll at a lower level, right? Solid 7 out of 10 trophy for the re-rolls. Very, very good. And just so you know, these are currently worth about like 8K, maybe a little over. Does this one make the cut here? Says Aveen. We'll be the judge. No. What is this beauty? This is nice. A 220 all res amulet with added fire res. Druids typically have trouble with fire-based characters, but not necessarily because of their res. It's just because it rips through. It just rips through your cyclone armor faster than any other element. But this is still really good. I'm gonna say 5 out of 10. This right here is actually pretty decent. You might notice it does not have replenish, but it doesn't need it because it's a phase blade. This spawned as either a dimensional blade or a crystal sword, and got upped into a phase blade, which doesn't have durability. 8 out of 10. It's possible for him to be better, but I don't think I've seen any. Because Grief is actually BM in some melee duels. Because Grief is BM and it's seen as like too cheesy and too cheap, a lot of duelers in melee look for this type of weapon, something that's super fast. Because in most of those GM very niche duels, Grief is banned. But Grief, yes, definitely would be better. Oh, ask and you shall receive. PO1 dropping another heater, 3 different ammies for different occasions, and there we go, boys. That's the best one he's put down. A 220/20 with a ton of mana on it too. This is actually really good. This might be 5 out of 10. And Paladin amulets are one of those ones that are very weird because you almost certainly need 20 cast on it. There's very few builds out there that don't need 20 cast on an amulet. So it's like, that's why Paladin amulets are a lot more expensive at the 220 because they actually need it to be 220. And a lot of them, VTs especially, are looking for that 20 dex. This is really good. GG. a lot of sorceress amulets, unlike paladin amulets, a lot of times you just need 15 cast on this. So this 217 right here, plenty enough. 30 strength, really, really good. That goes a lot further on a sorceress, because paladins, the reason they don't need strength is because they just have cheaper spirits if they're going to use them. Cheaper strength requirement spirits, right? Like they can wear a spirit for like 86 strength, as opposed to any other character that needs 156. Sorcs being the ones that almost certainly use spirit and almost certainly dump a ton of strength points into it. This is really good. Definitely a 6 or 7 out of 10 amulet right here, maybe more. 18 on a druid ammy is exactly what you're looking for to get to the 163. To get to the 163 cast, that's like puts you right there. So 18 is like bar minimum on an amulet like this. This is I would say, yeah, this is a 10 out of 10. Again, it's a caster that's going to use a spirit, right? So like the strength roll is not dead. It's very useful on a class like this. 57 life. Yeah, this is solid. This is 10 out of 10 druid amulet right here. Is this the best sin amulet on D2R? Do they get much better than this? They don't really get better than this, do they? No, I think sins only need what? 17? 17 for 102. So as long as it's 17 or more, this is legit. Might as well be 20. I gotta say, this is a 9 out of 10 sin amulet. 9 out of 10 trophy for sure. This is a jewel. This is a jewel, boys. So many of these stats so close to perfect. But you gotta figure, it's so rare for all of these stats to roll, especially like decently high. Solid 8 out of 10 trophy right here. This is the AR rolled a little low on this, but that's not bad. That is not a bad jewel. Perfect strength, perfect dex, 7 faster hit recovery. Yeah, I'd say this is a 7 out of 10 jewel. Sorrel says, the owner is not on this server, so I allow myself to share this beauty. Should be #1 ring so far. Three out of 10 because he's not on the server. Otherwise, 8 out of 10. I see far more of these sell for shit tons of forum gold than I ever see duelers use them. Like, that's the problem with a ring like this. They're dust collectors. They're definitely a collector's item. They're dust collector's items. Upon deeper research, this appears to be the best pelt currently in Diablo 2 Resurrected. Can only be beaten if it rolls +2 to Oak Sage instead of Hurricane. Yeah, I would agree. Like, you can't really get much better than that, right? Like, if you're gonna go with a 5 NATO helm, solid 9 out of 10. Only known 285 3 open socket F Tomb Reaver. Thought y'all might like to see it. Only known? This is the only known one? I wouldn't doubt it. This is a F Tomb Reaver, 3 open socket. Looks like it's got 2 4015s in there. 10 out of 10 trophy, right? Like, there's certain builds that's really all you're caring about is the resist and the ED. And for all intents and purposes on an item like this, 10 out of 10. Like, they just don't. If one ever existed that was 100% perfect, then maybe we could make the argument that this doesn't deserve such a high score. But they don't exist. Prove me wrong. Another Sorrel post. This boy went ham. If you're gonna have a 1 socket helm for a Necro, this is probably the way to do it. This is beautiful. 230, 20, 1 socket with 52 life, 84 mana, all res 14. Jesus, this is a beautiful one. That is an absolutely beautiful one. Sorrel's got the best items. Holy shit. #1 VT jewel. Is he lying to us? This is one of the best jewels I've ever seen in D2R. 9 out of 10 trophy jewel. Okay, what have we got? We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically a 6-point ring. The first fucking 6-point ring we've seen tonight. And some could argue that the poison resist is like half a point. I completely disagree. All resists are resists. And in certain circumstances, that's going to matter. This is the only 6-point ring we've seen tonight. It's the only one. Coooley said I can post this here for his trophy room recap. Go ahead and laugh that it's not perfect, but it's the best I'll ever self-roll. All right. Okay. right? Oh, shit. Video form trophy, 5 out of 10. More people need to do this shit. Torch, 0 out of 10. Video form trophy submission, 5 out of 10.